Hey guys, welcome back. I got a question here that says, I hate myself and I don't know how to change. That's a tough one, but we're going to give it a go anyway. Firstly, I'd like to say, I know where you're at. I've been in some pretty dark places in my life before, and especially when you are in those dark places, it's hard to imagine that there is a place with light anymore because of where you're at. Even if you have experienced light before, it's hard to even remember that because you feel like you're in a room with no windows and there's no light or anything in there. So I completely get where you're coming from. What has happened, at least from my own experiences, is that I've bought into a certain reality to be caught up in a place that we're talking about here, which is that room with no lights and no windows, where I'm causing myself suffering to a certain extent. And I say causing myself suffering because as Anthony DeMello says, and he was a Jesuit basically, and he is really inspirational in terms of mindfulness, where he says that no one has ever made you feel except for yourself. We make ourselves feel. And the example that he gives is that if it's raining, for example, and you get angry because it starts raining and you're about to have a picnic, well, the rain didn't make you feel angry. The rain can't make anyone feel anything. It is our reaction to the rain that is making us feel angry. So one of the things that we need to bear in mind, I know it's not the magic pill 5-second answer, is that we need to realize that anything that we do feel is being triggered off by ourselves. Yes, the initial trigger may be something from the outside world, but on some level, whether it be conscious or subconscious, we are setting off the reaction within ourselves to release that feeling. Now, if you're feeling self-hatred, if you're feeling depression, if you're feeling these kinds of, if you're experiencing, I should say, these sorts of states that are not serving you, then the question is, what is triggering that? Because again, another thing Anthony DeMello says is that our default state is happiness. So if we're not feeling happy, then it's not addition that we need in our life, it is subtraction. So one really helpful task that you can do if you are in this state is to get a piece of paper, get a journal. A journal is one of the best purchases I've ever made in my life. Get a journal and a pen and write down all the things that are in your life. So what things are in your life? And then slowly start working through them to go, okay, well, what here is likely causing this self-hatred? What here is likely causing this depression, whatever it might be? Because like I just said to you, Anthony DeMello says, and I definitely agree with this through experiencing it in my own life. When I first heard it and he said, we make ourselves feel, no one has ever made you feel happy, sad, angry. It's all something that we've done to ourselves. I was a little bit angry when I heard that, to be honest. It could have been because I was already in a state of an imbalanced state as it was. But then as I started to take out certain aspects of my life or change certain aspects of my life, I started to realize I started feeling lighter, I started feeling happier, I started feeling more in touch with myself. And that's when I started to realize, yes, there's actually truth in that. And through being able to do that, I've become a lot happier.